This is what I do when I have an apple at home. Whenever I have an extra apple, I take the opportunity to make a delicious recipe. Here I have 2 apples already cut into medium pieces and 1 cup of milk. I'm going to place the apples along with the milk inside the blender jar. Now I cover the blender and blend this mixture very well until smooth. Blend until the apple is completely crushed. Then I open the blender and add 4 eggs, 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, and also 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I cover the blender again and blend everything for 1 minute until it's well mixed. I've already blended all the ingredients and the mixture is nice and smooth. Now I set it aside for a moment while I prepare the caramel. In a skillet, I add 1 cup of sugar, spreading it evenly across the bottom. The sugar will melt and turn into the caramel for our flan. When the edges start to melt, I stir carefully. It's now all nicely melted. Now we go in with the water. I gradually add about 3 tablespoons of water, stirring carefully. This helps make the caramel more liquid and easier to spread in the mold. I add the rest of the water and stir until I get a smooth sauce. Now I pour all this caramel into the flan mold. I add all the caramel and now, with a spatula, I spread it to the edges of the mold, making sure to cover everything. This will ensure the flan is nicely caramelized when we unmold it. I cut a few pieces of apple and place them on top of the caramel, directly at the bottom of the mold. These pieces will decorate and add even more flavor to the flan. You can add as many as will fit in your mold. Now I carefully pour the flan mixture over the caramel and apples. I do this gently, so the decoration stays in place. Now I cover the mold with aluminum foil, which helps speed up cooking and prevents the top from burning. I press the aluminum foil well around the edges of the mold. I use my fingers to make sure it's sealed properly and no water gets in. I place the mold inside a large pot. Then I add hot water until it reaches halfway up the mold. My water was already hot, but you can use cold water too. Either way, it will heat up and help it cook faster. With the water at the right level, I cover the pressure cooker. I put it on medium heat and let it cook for 30 minutes after pressure begins. After that time, I turn off the heat and carefully release the pressure. I remove the aluminum foil very carefully because of the steam. To make sure it's ready, we do the toothpick test. Insert it and it comes out clean, which means it's fully cooked. Now I take the mold out of the pot and place it in the fridge until it's well chilled. Look how beautiful it turned out, golden and shiny. This flan is truly wonderful. It has a very smooth and perfect texture. It's a simple dessert, but with a spectacular flavor. Look at the texture of this apple flan. Very smooth, delicate, and full of flavor.